Stella, I agree with you wholeheartedly. What I say is ban the black man. They steal, they kill, worse than any pit bull could, and they get away with it. Ban those that are making the laws. Ban Ekreleni. Ban the black man. Get all the black women and cut out their uteruses and their ovaries that they cannot procreate, because they will all turn out the same, because they are all the same. I'm very passionate about this. Ban them. Kill them. Shoot them. Get rid of them, because they are the problem, not pit bulls, not animals. Animals are beautiful, and they deserve a warm bed, food, love, and attention, and everything else. God created those animals. Who created the black man? Do you think God? I don't think so.
What you just listened to was a voice message from a group chat. This woman named Belinda Magor, a white South African, had made this comment supposedly in defense of pit bulls. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pit bulls. Apparently, there's been numerous deadly maulings by pit bulls, so in the defense of pit bulls, she said all of that. This is what happens when racism flows through your veins and you just cannot help the hate that lives within you. Like, she could have defended the pit bulls all she wanted, but she saw this as an opportunity to be racist towards black people, bringing them up in a conversation that had nothing to do with them. The topic was pit bulls. What does that have to do with black people? Black people literally live in their minds rent-free. How do they even live carrying around with them so much hate? Like, she obviously has been desperately waiting for the opportunity to get this off her chest. So when this pit bull situation came up, she was like, yeah, this is the time. And the irony of this whole thing is that she's a white South African. Given the history of that country and all the heinous things that they did to black people, the owner of that land, she has the audacity to come out talking about how they are the violent ones. You've got to be kidding me.
I am flabbergasted daily at the audacity that people who do not possess melanin have. What you lack in color, you make up for in unmitigated gall. Y'all really are something else.
Like, she's freaking 60 years old. She's lived through apartheid and now post-apartheid. She's seen, different systems in South Africa. So she has experienced a lot and knew exactly what happened in that country. And she has the temerity to come out talking about how black people are the violent ones in South Africa, calling for the genocide of black people and how black women's uteruses should be cut out, talking about how God did not make us. I want to meet the God that made her and have a one-on-one conversation with him, because the hell,
cannot be tolerated in this country. Belinda belongs in the trash can, will not tolerate racism, and this is not the first time this has happened in this country, and it doesn't seem like the message itself is getting through.
Yeah, I said this morning that unfortunately it seems as though South African are pervasive, and there aren't systems in place to reduce racism in South Africa. Over the years, we have had to tolerate rhetoric like the kinds coming from Belinda, and then we will get an apology, like a forced apology, as you have seen with all of the interviews that she has done, or people that she has spoken to. She's not sorry. This is something that is innate. So there is an innate belief that Africans are inhuman. And I think we are here today to send a message to that we don't want you to apologize anymore. What we actually want you to do is leave our country. If you find that our hospitality over the 300 years, because you came into our country, you stole our land, you dehumanized us, you hurt us, and even after all of that, we didn't drive you to the sea. We gave you space to live. If that is not good enough for you, please take your bags and leave, because we will no longer tolerate it. We will not be coming here and getting sorries from anybody. What we are saying today is that we will drive you to the airport ourselves if we have to. There will be no racism in South Africa. If you are racist and you run a company in this country, I will make sure that I personally come into your company and I will break it down, because I am sick and tired of people who are dehumanizing us. I am human. This is my land. I have nowhere else to go. This is home for me. If it's not good enough for you,
yeah, okay. So I don't know a Belinda that lives here.
Belinda Amigo.
Yeah, but I don't know a Belinda that lives here.
But you know your tenants. You've got the list of your tenants. Go and check in the list of your tenants and make sure that if Belinda is here, he doesn't belong in South Africa. We need to rebuild dromedaries for her, and she must go back home where she belongs. Not in South Africa. We are not going to allow it. As a black consciousness movement, as a black people, as a pastors, and every black person is not going to allow Belinda to degrade us as a black people. We are not black by mistake. We are black by the material condition. Just tell her and make sure that she fuck off out of your property.
Okay.
But she lives and works from here.
Wait, at Willowbrook Close.
That's right. She's right here. We can show you. I mean,
This is Worldwide Bookkeeping Services. And
that's who
those
she
are the
is.
numbers.
Are we at the wrong place? She is in here.
Yeah, that's the place.
That's right. No, absolutely, she's in here.
Yeah, but I don't know her. You know, I don't. As I said, you know.
But where's the landlord?
No, there's no landlord. I'm the.
You are an owner, right?
I am one of the residents here. I own a house here. Now there are only 21 units here, and as far as I know, there are 2 or 3 that are rented. So, you know, I don't know.
You want one of those 3 rented?
Yeah, but I don't know who it is over there.
One of those 3 rented units
and
is
we also
where
want the people who stay in here to know that they are staying
there
with
is
a
a
racist
racist in here.
Yeah, okay.
She needs to be uprooted. She must know there is no safe place for racists here. There is no safe place for. We also want the residents to know that no racism will be allowed.
Yeah, we understand it.
So we want the person who is the caretaker of this estate, because we want to have a direct visitation to Berlin.
Our point as a realized AZAPO that basically stands to defend the dignity of black people, we find it offensive for a person who has got less melanin in her skin to go on a rant and basically disparage black people, basically demean black people, say women's uteruses must be cut out and their ovaries taken out so that they must not be able to procreate, because when they procreate, they give birth to criminals, they give birth to. Now, that for us as a ZAPO, that for us as an organization that espouses black consciousness and black self-love and black self-pride, we cannot just fold our arms and stand idle when an unrepentant anti-black is able to go on such a rant, especially after other assassin brother has just been given parole.
And you have since opened a case?
AZAPO has opened a case at the Krugersdorp police station, and in our media statement we also give the case number CAS 642-11-2002. We have laid a case against this particular woman for inciting violence against black people, for inciting genocide against black people, for also crimen injuria, and for inciting hate speech that comes through bigotry and intolerance and insolence for black people.
She did get arrested. A case of crimen injuria was opened on November 25th, 2022 at Boksburg North. Later on, she was transferred to Putfontein police station for investigation, but then she got released that same day on a warning to appear in court on March 27, 2023. Meanwhile, the SA Human Rights Commission said Magor's comments on the WhatsApp voice notes were tantamount to hate speech. It in no doubt constitutes prima facie hate speech of the worst possible kind. As a result, the Commission's Gauteng provincial office is assessing the matter, and a decision is pending to either investigate it or take it to the Equality Court. The court could also be approached to refer the matter to the National Prosecuting Authority for possible prosecution, SAHRC Commissioner Andre Kwam told Algoa FM in an interview. Closing on this rubbish excuse she gave, according to this article, Magor blamed her outburst on her diabetes. Yeah, right. Of course, it's the diabetes' fault. It's the diabetes that's ready to desist. It's not me. I'm an angel. Speaking to Times Live, she said, when a person's sugar is out of whack, which happens quite often, you don't think clearly. You can't focus. There's like a cloud over your mind. Unfortunately, I don't get that quite often. I'm on insulin. If my sugar is out of whack, that is why I don't do an office job. I cannot do it. It's just crazy that this is what black people have to deal with, but I hope she gets the maximum punishment that she deserves according to the law, after which she can go burn in hell for all eternity. But yeah, guys, I'm going to be leaving it here. Let me know down below in the comment section what you think about this, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
We are here today to send a message to that we don't want you to apologize anymore. What we actually want you to do is leave our country. If you find that our hospitality over the 300 years, because you came into our country, you stole our land, you dehumanized us, you hurt us, and even after all of that, we didn't drive you to the sea. We gave you space to live. If that is not good enough for you, please take your bags and leave, because we will no longer tolerate it. We will not be coming here and getting sorries from anybody. What we are saying today is that we will drive you to the airport ourselves if we have to, because I am sick and tired of people who are dehumanizing us. I am human. This is my land. I have nowhere else to go. This is home for me. If it's not good enough for you, Maya.